Hey everyone. It's been a week, but things are looking up, and among other reasons, one of them is I got a really nice little care package from our friend Joe St. A. Benedictus. And if you don't know Joe, he is a fellow YouTuber, fellow Christian, pastor actually, and he is a fellow aficionado of thrift stores and old books and used Bibles and vintage, just all the things that I love and feature on my YouTube. So if you like this kind of thing, you definitely need to check him out as well because he finds all kinds of things that I wouldn't find. And he was gracious and kind enough to share some of those things with me. So I got this package today and a nice letter from him, and we're gonna check it out. I did this as an unboxing, but it was too long, and then I had microphone issues, and oh well. We're gonna start over. But thank you, Joe. I appreciate you sending this. And just show real quick that, yeah, package he sent this in. I appreciate the instruction. I cut it open very carefully, which you would have seen. Um, and I hid all our private information, but I will tell you he is a lot closer to the equator than I am. I'm getting ready for the snow to fly in another month or two. He's not. Anyways, first thing here, we got a little paperback Gospel of St. John. It's a little pocket Bible, or pocket Gospel, I should say. And I love the cover. It's this little kind of old school illustration of one of the gates of Jerusalem. And inside we find American Bible Society. Don't know when this was printed, it doesn't say. But yeah, there it is. I'm sure this is King James. But nice little pocket gospel, easy to carry. Something I could definitely see taking with me to a park or something and just read this when the weather's agreeable and soak up some sun. Very cool. Here's another little Bible. This is a New Testament. I noticed here on the spine it just says Testament. I've seen that on some other old New Testaments. I kind of wonder if that was just maybe a way to save on imprinting additional letters, like everyone just knew, like Testament. It's the New Testament. I don't know if that's. I'm just guessing. I'm not a historian on that, but if you know, please comment. Let me know. But anyways, this we see here. We have Joe mentioned to look for this. This is a inscription made with a fountain pen to Jimmy from his Aunt Mary, Christmas 1866, I believe. And yeah, 66. And Aunt Mary has beautiful handwriting. I wouldn't be able to write that beautifully even if I had a really nice fountain pen. But yeah, so this is 150 years old, and yeah, very neat. I'm interested in the box, the border going around. I don't know if that was like maybe so they could line it up better when they were running the printing press or something. You don't see that kind of thing anymore. I just noticed too, there's a little looks like a number 7 down there. I don't know what do all these, yeah, I was going to say these don't all have a number like that. Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't know what that's for, but there it is. Kind of cool. I didn't notice that the other time I tried to record this video. So gilding's in nice shape for being 150 years old. So that is just a cool little old Bible. And I don't know, you think about something like this. I wonder what this would have cost then. We are so blessed today. We have such, at least in this part of the world, such inexpensive and easy access to the Word of God. And I think this kind of reminds you, something like this probably, you had to think before you bought it. I'm sure Printing books was a bigger deal at one time than it is now. Very neat. Um, Joe mentioned, he said, you might have this one already. I think this is the one he meant to say I might already have. And I do somewhere. I know I have a paperback copy that I was given. It was given to my wife and I by a church. And I haven't read it yet. And this is a great reminder. I need to read it. So, and I will, if I find the other copy, I will be sure to pass one along to somebody. Um, it's a nice slim volume, something I think would be really handy to pass along. So I can't say much about this because I haven't read it, but I did notice this on the back here. I like this. The time of business does not with me differ from the time of prayer, and in the noise and clatter of my kitchen I possess God in as great tranquility as if I were upon my knees at the Blessed Sacrament. And that is exactly the kind of thing that we, at least I know me, we forget too easily that God is with us all the time, whether we're work or in a recreation, whatever it is. And it is a practice, because if we don't practice that presence and remember it, we tend to forget sometimes and live as if God's just around when we're praying or in church. And it's important to try and keep that with us all the time. So I'm really looking forward to reading that. My cat just arrived, so if you hear a cat meowing, that's why. It's almost dinner time. According to him, it already is. What? Oh, no, he says it's late. Oh, well. Believe me, they're not starving. The Imitation of Christ by Thomas A. Kempis. This is one I was not familiar with, so yeah, thank you. This is great because, hey, this is how you learn about things, especially if someone gives you a copy. I love the little prayer of intercession in the. You find little prayers and things in old Christian books and Bibles all the time. It's always neat to find that. Yeah, The Imitation of Christ. My wife, I asked her, and she was familiar with this one. She said she hadn't read it, but she'd read excerpts from it and thought it was something she'd want to read too. So Mrs. Thrift Store Bibles may have to check this out too. But I noted here the first paragraph, it mentions this little book of The Imitation of Christ is one of the most famous and favorite of all religious and devotional literature. In the opinion of many people, it ranks with one other only as next to the Bible itself, Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress being its only competitor for this exalted place of honor. And yeah, that's quite the praise, because I haven't read Pilgrim's Progress either, but I know its reputation, and I'm looking forward to checking this out. And now that I know about it, and I have one, so yeah, very nice. And last but not least, we have another New Testament. And wow, first thing I noticed when I picked this one up, that feels nice. That's a nice cover. And we see here, this is a New English Bible, New Testament, and there's the cat, from Oxford. And wow, this is really nice. We see here, can get it to focus. There we go. It says Pin Seal Morocco. I don't exactly know what that means, but I'm familiar with Morocco leather. Leather lined. And it is. That is nice. That is really something. And this is just a nice size too. And it's a New English Bible from Mom and Dad for Stuart. I've read a little bit in the New English Bible, not a lot, but I have been very interested in reading it more. And one of the things I really love is the layout, and this has that layout. You see, it's a second edition, 1970. And this is what I'm talking about here. It's a reader's edition, basically. We've got a paragraph by paragraph, and our verse numbers are on the outside, so they're not cluttering things up. There are some translation notes, but that's it really. Other than that, you're just getting the text of the writing itself for the entire New Testament. That's really nice. And the NEB is it's an interesting translation. I know it never got super popular, it seemed, from what I gathered, but it does some things a little different from some others. It's I think maybe a little bit of a paraphrase, not like the Message or anything like that, but maybe more like the NLT, perhaps. Don't quote me on that. If you want to know more about the New English Bible, R. Grant Jones has a great video where he looks at one. But yeah, this is just, I can see this like nice day outside, want to go outside and read. I'm going to grab this because it's a great size to carry. I did have, or do have an NEB, the full Bible, and you can see it's a brick, which it's not even a study Bible. There is a study Bible version. This is not it. It's just big. Maybe partly because it's a single column, but yeah, it's heavy too. This is really nice little portable New Testament, so really going to treasure this. Thank you. So yeah, big thanks to Joe St. Eggs for sending me these treasures. You know, you just find different things in different stores in different parts of the country, so it's really cool to get some things sent to you from someone else who's got access to different places than you. And I'm going to treasure all this, and I'm looking forward to reading it, and I'll do some reviews on some of these as I get to spend more time with them. But yeah, until then, and I do plan to bring some more reviews soon. I've been kind of lacking in that, but I've got some in the works. So if you want to see those, subscribe, like. If you have anything to share, any questions, please do so in the comments below. And if you want to see even more vintage Bibles, thrift books, and things of that nature, you need to subscribe to Joe St. A. Benedictus, because he just finds all kinds of cool things that I don't. So check him out, tell him I sent you, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching. It's a cat! He's not impressed.